Hello and welcome back to the STM channel. Today we've got another Atlas petrol breaker, Copco Cobra Pro I, for anyone who knows what they are. And it's not a non-runner at the moment, so we're going to figure out what the crack is. Why is it not running? See if we can figure it out. What I'm going to do first is check the spark, but I do have, I know that actually no, I'll take the top off. I have a feeling that it's the ECU. So I done a video on one of these the other day, but that was a different model. So you got Cobra Pro I, Cobra TT, and I think there's one called a Combi. I think it's called a Combi, or is it a Pro E? Maybe it's a Pro E actually, I'm not too sure. There's a few of them. They're all just like slightly different. Pretty much this one's got an electric start, and it's got like a, well, it's got electrics in it generally. See it in a sec when I get this off. But whereas the other one that I fixed, that one's just like mostly mechanical. So parts are slightly different, slightly more expensive as well. But these are actually a lot better in terms of like using them. They start easier in the cold, like yeah. They're just a lot smarter generally. But this one, ooh, but the parts, yeah, the parts are not cheap. I do want to fix this one up though, because I'm having a look through my channel and I want to get an operational video of them working, because they're so good. Like those hydraulic power packs and breakers that I sell, this is like, if I wasn't going to get one of them, if I was in the industry, I'd definitely buy one of these. Or whacker. Sometimes it's just got to be brute force. One time I sent one of these to Atlas, the actual manufacturer, to get fixed. Bearing in mind I paid £200 for it. Sold it for £750 maybe. And it needs to get fixed because I had an issue with it. They quoted me £1,000 to get it repaired. £1,000. Crazy. You can't really see this on the video, I imagine. There is spark. Happy days. And that means the ignition coil is working as well. So, next what I'll do, we'll take that spark plug out, have a look at it, see if something's in the cylinder's gone. That steel tool again coming in, clutch, that's what I'm talking about. I think there's fuel going into there. We're gonna have to take this off. You know what I can do? I'm gonna check the compression. That'll give us a better idea of, I'm not sure if I can find the compression values online though. We'll have a look anyway. Spinner in. Right. Turn it around again. Ten pulls. Really? 75. Right, give me a second and I'll figure this out. Right, we're back. I couldn't find it. Couldn't find the PSI pressures, which is annoying. So I might have to actually pop her open, which I was trying to get away from. But yeah. Okay, it took me ages, but I got the exhaust off, so now it does just look very wet in there. And obviously I know it's supposed to be moist, but like, not really sure. Take it off anyway, see what the crack is. The last one of these I took off though, it did not want to come off. Although I don't know what the PSI pressure is, the fact that it was at 75 and like the still head trimmer runs at 90, it just doesn't seem conceivable to me that it would be running at lower. Which means that there's something wrong in the cylinder. Piston looks fine though from the outside, but pop her open, have a look. Lucky. Don't know if you can see that. Let's see. But there is loads of fluid in there, which is why it wouldn't start. It's a compression issue. That must be the carb then. Keep my glove on for this actually. So yeah, that's Kate. What I'm gonna do, dry it up, take that piston off and clean the head, get me other snippies out, clean this off, see if we can get this out without losing the spring. No. For God's sake. I have no idea where that's just gone. It didn't even make a noise. Fuck. I've actually done this before and snapped the crank arm. That was a bad day. I can't believe I just lost that. I actually am just so upset. I don't know if I've got another one either. That's the thing. I might though. Maybe I'll have to watch the video back and see if I can figure out where it flew off to. So after watching it back, I'm even more confused, to be honest. The weird thing though is it didn't make, like, you know the noise it makes when stuff bounces? There was no bouncing noise, it just went and that was it. So I can't but help feel like it's not that far. Right, so I found another one of those springs, thank God. What I'm going to do now is just clean this off. So what I reckon the issue is, could be two things. First thing, the car isn't talking to the rest of it. So it's just like open and just pushing loads of fuel into the cylinder. Which is then causing it to overfill, which is why the compression isn't there. Because there's actually liquid in there. Second thing could be whoever's had this, maybe they've tried to start it too many times and the carbs just flooded the cylinder. Like, that's all I can think of at the moment. So, luckily I do have another carb, but that's going to take me a lot longer to take off because they're a pain in the ass. So what I'm going to do first is clean these up. The gasket looks alright as well. Maybe the gasket doesn't look alright. But anyway, I'm going to clean these up, put them back in, put them back on, and then try and start it, and then see. Because what that will do is, if it starts, then we know that it was just the fact that it was like full to the brim of like 2-stroke. But if after it starts up it doesn't stay started and then it starts to overfill again, we know that the carb is pushing too much fuel into there. But there's a sensor on it. Probably can't see it from there. There's a little sensor there that controls the carb. So if that's gone, then that means that the carb is just open all the time. But then it could be the ECU. Okay, these are both, well, I know the outside of this one ain't clean, but you know. Right, next step is to put it all back on, which is not hard at all, to be honest. Bang this on, goes that way, this should. Okay, we're back. Oh god, I'm glad I didn't like video me putting that exhaust on. That was so much pain, honestly. But moment of truth. See if she wants to work. That's on. Might have to I'll tighten that up a sec. Ah. Bastard. Oh, there we go. Now we're getting somewhere. Hey, we're getting closer. Okay. So that was a success, but also not a success because I'm pretty sure that something is still leaking. Or it might just need to run. Right. I'm going to start this up and leave it over there for 5 minutes. And then I'll come back to it. And victory. I'm actually so happy right now. I could cry. Like, this actually tested my metal. I'm not even gonna play it. This was actually stressing me out so much. But, pretty sure we've sorted it. Jesus. Why is it not running? Oh, when you think it's all over, it's not all over. And there you have it. That is an Atlas Copco Cobra Pro A. What I'm gonna do, I reckon, is I'm gonna leave it for a day or two and then start up again. Because when I started up initially, it was really smoky, but usually if it's had too much oil in the cylinder, and then, or like oil and petrol even, because it's two-stroke, then it's gonna get really smoky, just purely because it's got to like burn it all out, and it isn't smoky at all. So I just have to try it out. Hello again. So I did try it out again a couple of days later, and yeah, no bueno. Didn't want to start. I spoke to the guy that I know as well, and he sent me a really long list of what it could be. So I'm gonna have to make a part 2 and start with the carb. Thank you for watching this. This was a long video, man. This took me hours. This took me so many more hours than I wanted it to. But we have got to the finishing line, so that's all that matters. But yeah, if you like this one, then please like and subscribe for more like this. And yeah, hopefully we can have more successes. Anyway, have a nice day. Peace.